Have you ever felt like someone is leaving clues? Tiny hints, almost as if they're trying to slip into your heart without saying a single word. Sometimes, the biggest signs of affection are the ones people try the hardest to hide. And today, you're about to uncover them. In this video, you will learn 6 subtle, psychology-backed signs that someone is secretly trying to win your heart signs. Most people ignore or misread. Some of these signals are obvious once you know them, but others are so quiet, so carefully disguised, that you might never notice them unless someone points them out. And here's the twist. These signs don't just reveal their intentions. They might also reveal your own feelings you didn't even realize were growing. So stick with me till the very end, because sign number 6 is one of the strongest indicators of hidden affection, yet almost no one talks about it. Welcome to Psycho Library, your space to explore the mind, behavior, and the secret messages people send without words. If you enjoy learning about human psychology, relationships, and emotional intelligence, make sure to subscribe and join our growing community. Let's begin. Sign 1, they pay attention to small details. Before we talk about the deeper signs, let's start with one of the most overlooked clues. The small details. When someone truly cares, they don't always express it with big gestures. Instead, they pay attention to the tiny things you mention without thinking twice. They remember your favorite coffee order, even if you said it only once. They notice a slight change in your hairstyle before anyone else does. They bring your favorite snack, not because you asked, but because they remembered. These moments may seem simple, almost ordinary, but they carry a hidden message. I'm listening to you. I care about you more than you think. This kind of attention isn't casual. It shows emotional focus, an effort to understand you on a personal level. People don't store small details about everyone, only about the ones who matter. And as we move forward, the next sign reveals something even more telling. Sign 2, they make time for you, even when it's hard. Before we talk about the more emotional signs, let's look at something that reveals real intention: time. Anyone can be around when life is calm, but someone who's secretly trying to win your heart shows up when it actually matters. They text you first, even on days when they're buried in work. They rearrange a busy schedule just to meet you for a few minutes. And when you're having a bad day, they don't disappear. They check in, stay close, and make sure you don't feel alone. This kind of effort isn't accidental. People don't fight for space in their schedule unless they value the person deeply. Every message, every quick meetup, every "are you okay?" is their way of saying you're not just another part of their day. You're a priority. And as we move ahead, the next sign exposes something far more subtle and much harder for them to hide. Sign 3, their body language and eye contact reflect interest. Before we talk about the deeper emotional cues, we need to pay attention to something even more revealing: the signals they don't speak. A lot of communication happens in silence, and when someone is secretly trying to win your heart, their body often exposes what their words hide. They hold steady eye contact, not the casual kind, but the type that lingers a second too long. Their body naturally angles toward you, even in a crowded room. You might notice them mirroring your movements without realizing it. And sometimes there's a small, hesitant touch, a hand on your shoulder, a gentle greeting, a moment where they get just a little too close. These actions aren't random. The body reacts to attraction long before the mind decides what to say. Non-verbal signs leak the feelings they're trying to keep under control. And as we move into the next sign, things start to get even clearer, especially when their interest turns into genuine support for your life and dreams. Sign 4, they support your dreams and hobbies. Before we talk about the signs that show deeper emotional attachment, we need to look at something many people overlook: the way they react to your passions. Someone who's secretly trying to win your heart doesn't just like spending time with you. They like what you love. They ask about your hobbies, even if those hobbies aren't their own. They listen when you talk about your goals, not out of politeness, but out of genuine curiosity. And when you're working towards something important, they quietly cheer you on. A message, a small encouragement, a proud smile when you achieve something. This kind of support isn't casual friendliness. It shows they don't just enjoy your presence. They believe in your ideas, your abilities, and your future. To them, you're not just someone to talk to. You're someone worth rooting for. And as we move to the next sign, you'll notice how their affection becomes even more visible through the gestures they choose, with care and intention. Sign 5, they give meaningful compliments and gifts. Before we talk about the final and most revealing sign, there's something important to notice at the way they express appreciation through small, thoughtful gestures. Someone who's secretly trying to win your heart doesn't give random compliments or last-minute gifts. Everything they offer carries intention. They give you a book from an author you casually mentioned weeks ago. They compliment something unique about your personality, not just your appearance. Or maybe they leave a small note, a message, or a tiny surprise that seems simple, but shows they were thinking of you when you weren't around. These gestures may look small from the outside, but they're fueled by attention and effort. They reveal a person who pays attention, remembers details, and wants to make you feel seen. And as we move into the next sign, you'll notice how their feelings shift from subtle gestures into something far more telling, the future they quietly imagine with you. Sign 6, they make plans that include you in their future. Before we talk about the final emotional shift behind hidden affection, we need to look at one of the clearest signs someone is thinking far beyond the present, the way they speak about the future. When someone is secretly trying to win your heart, they don't just focus on today. They gently, almost unconsciously, start weaving you into what comes next. They talk about events you could go to together, not as a suggestion but as a quiet expectation. They mention you when discussing their long-term ideas, dreams, or goals. And sometimes they introduce you to friends or family, not dramatically but in a way that says, "You matter enough to be part of my world." These subtle hints aren't random. They reveal that this isn't just a momentary interest. It's someone imagining where you fit in their life months or even years from now. And now that we've explored all the signs, the way they shift from quiet gestures to future hopes becomes even more telling as we move toward the conclusion. So let's quickly recap the 6 signs someone might be secretly trying to win your heart. They pay attention to small details, make time for you even when it's hard, show interest through their body language and eye contact, support your dreams and hobbies, give meaningful compliments and gifts, and subtly include you in their future plans. Take a moment to think about someone in your life. Do any of these signs feel familiar? Are you noticing them in someone special? If several of these signs match, it could be a hint that it's worth paying closer attention, or even having a heartfelt conversation. If not, it's a reminder to focus on what you truly want and deserve in a relationship. We'd love to hear from you. Which sign stood out the most to you? Comment below and share your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video and want more insights into human behavior, relationships, and hidden signals, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Psycho Library for more fascinating discoveries.